Tax Pro, giving you an update. I just want to give an update on the child tax credit because the child tax credit is actually very important to a lot of people, right? A lot of people get the child tax credit and get the earned income credit. So there is some discussion going on now in Congress about adjusting the child tax credit. But mind you, I just like to say, it's a caveat, you can just go ahead and file your tax returns now as it is, and if these adjustments are made, then the IRS has stated that they will just make sure everyone gets their benefit. But there's a few things that I just want you to understand clearly. One is that the child tax credit is $2,000, okay? But there are two parts to the child tax credit. There's the child tax credit and there's the additional child tax credit. The additional child tax credit is the refundable portion of the child tax credit. So there are two types of credits, refundable and non-refundable. So the child tax credit has a refundable portion and a non-refundable portion. So right now, the child tax credit is $2,000, $1,600 of which is refundable. So what Congress is considering right now is not adjusting the child tax credit itself, but adjusting the refundable portion. So this is the theoretical layout. They're saying over a 3-year period, the refundable portion of the child tax credit will, starting in 2023, which is the present tax year, will go to $1,800. So the child tax credit is here. The refundable portion is here. $2,000 child tax credit and $1,800 refundable. That means you can actually get as much as $1,800 in a refund. Then for the following year, 2024, they want to go from the child tax credit would be $2,000, but the refundable portion will be $1,900. Then for the year of 2025, the child tax credit will be $2,000. The refundable portion will also be $2,000. So that is the purport, right? That's the possibility. That's the discussion. Also being considered is, as a part of this bill, is that the taxpayer will be able to do a 1-year look back. That means that, for instance, if in 2023 your income had problems and went down significantly, then you would be able to use your income from 2022 if it suits your child tax credit better. Because remember this also about the child tax credit. You are only eligible for the child tax credit if you earn $2,500 or more in earned income. So some people are very disappointed because they may have children, 2 or 3 children, but because of falling on bad times or hard times, they earned less than $2,500 that year, and they may have other unearned income, but it doesn't count towards the child tax credit. So it's important to realize that you need to earn a certain amount of money in order to benefit from the child tax credit and or to get the full child tax credit. Okay, so keep that in mind. Just wanted to update you about that. There was one other thing I wanted to mention in relation to this is that, for instance, for a single parent, in order to get the full child tax credit, right? Say a single parent that has 2 children. In order for them to get the full tax credit, they would need to earn at least $29,000 that year. So keep this in mind. So the idea is that the child tax credit and the refundable portion is increasing, but it's still being discussed by Congress as we speak. So keep that in mind and be wise with this money. These refunds that you're receiving through the child tax credit, through the earned income credit, could be a very strategic income if used wisely and used properly and used effectively with some financial literacy. So keep that in mind. take that money and build something with it. Build. Remember the two principles of investing and starting a business. It behooves you to invest and start a business. And there are some other fundamental things which we also like to discuss as well. So be positive and be powerful.